Have you ever ran so hard you puked? Dude, it's awful. It's awful. Well, at the 1996 Olympic marathon trials, Bob Kempainen puked during the race while leading the race. How'd it turn out? Well, listen up. I'm Dr. Nate with Speed Tribe, where we help you run your fastest times and live your best life. Now, Bob Kempainen, honestly, growing up wasn't all that impressive. He's 103rd all time in Minnesota high school history in the 3200. So good, but nothing like exceptional. But he got a scholarship to Dartmouth College, where he went on to become a cross-country champion. After college, he decided he wanted to study medicine. So he went to medical school, and he wanted to try his hand at the marathon. So he balanced working 80 hours a week as a medical student, working at 35-hour shifts every 4 days, and running 100-mile weeks. That's like nearly 20 miles a day. At other times during this service, he would volunteer at a senior care center just to help out. He just said being on your feet that much, when you tried to run 20 miles, in his words, he says, it just left me in a puddle. And he's like, I just didn't have it. But what we're getting at here is that you get to choose your pain. I mean, we talk a lot about choosing your dreams, living your dreams, but there's no such thing as a life without pain. When you choose your dreams, you choose your pain. See, you could quit. You could turn back, you could live with that pain of regret, or you can push forward and live with the pain that is, well, trying to run fast. Either way, you get to choose your pain. Anyway, 1996, Olympic marathon trials, Charlotte, North Carolina, sub-freezing temperatures, so it's below freezing. Horrible conditions, and for most of the race, Bob Kempainen is a non-factor. But between miles 17 and 18, Kempainen throws in a huge surge. He just said, I decided it was either time to make the Olympic marathon team or not. And he's like, if people could hang on, they could hang on, but there were too many people in the race at that moment. And so this puts him up in the lead with a couple other runners that are hanging on. But at mile 22, and remember this is a 26.2 mile race, at mile 22 he starts to feel queasy. And then he proceeds to projectile vomit all over his Nikes, which Nike later thought was so cool they turned into an ad campaign right here, right? And so then he throws up again. This time he slows, he wobbles, and everybody is thinking, oh, he's gonna fall out, he's gonna quit. But instead of slowing down, he decided to go faster. Because you get to choose your pain. He threw up 4 more times before the end of the race, twice in the final 2 miles after pulling ahead of the leaders. The guy following him, who ultimately came in third, he said, this guy is like the toughest human being on the planet. If that happened to me, I would have stopped and started crying. But instead of stopping and crying, he surged again and again. When people were close, he would just throw all his weight, all his might into these surges and just eventually break his opponents. And even though he's the one throwing up, he said, I could hear them breathing. I knew they were hurting too. So he kept at it. And through it all, his response to sickness was remarkable. He just staggered, threw up, went forward, and did it. Because you get to choose. It is perhaps the most powerful thing there is. Try it next time. You don't have to go Kempainen and vomit all over your shoes, but next time your body is screaming, I can't do this, next time you're dying, just get up on your toes, lean forward, and go harder. I'm okay if you bonk. I'm okay if you don't make it. I'm okay if your pace gets blown up. Just go for it. Because you get to choose. See you next time.